Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is a model review of the 1/87th scale Ratcliffe Thunderbolt siren kit. This is, HO scale, or 1/87th scale. These are made of, I believe resin, I'm not sure. They are $10 each, and they come with these contents. They come with a manual, yes, a guide, not a manual, but like a guide. Two poles. One is a circular, another is a rather square kind, rectangular. Here's the blower standpipe. Let's see, rotator box. Let's dump the rest out. Yeah, be very careful because these parts are really, really small. It's not even funny how small they are. Like, small is okay. Really small, like this kind of small, it's not even funny. Alright, so we've got the horn. Quite simple. It's not a 1000 or 1000T specific, but I think it's intended to be a 1000T. Here's the 4M blower cover, somewhat. I guess the vents are in the wrong position. They're a little bit high, but it works, I guess. RCM cabinet, only one is included. There should be two. If it was a proper siren. A mount, a stainless steel mesh screen that you can put in the horn. Doesn't require glue necessarily. Oh shoot! Finally, the rotor tube and the horn support. Make sure you bend this up a little bit. It might be necessary so the horn isn't tilted like earlier Thunderbolts or prototype Thunderbolts. All right. Oh god! Now that I lost half the pieces. Just kidding, I don't think I lost all of them. Let me open the manual for you. This is the manual. There's two examples of Thunderbolt mounts. One is a very interesting one where the blower pipe, which is here, is actually curved and it goes into a building. I have never seen that before. Next is a rooftop mount that you can see almost everywhere. I'll read this to you. Thank you for purchasing this kit. Be sure to clean all parts with soap and water before assembling. You don't necessarily need to do that, but okay. Use CA adhesive. Sorry about that, had a quick interruption. Use CA adhesive for most assembly. 2-part/5-minute epoxy can be used to attach the cabinets to the wood utility pole. Any paints meant for plastic models may be used, which is very good. The Thunderbolt siren was installed in many different configurations, but in all configurations, the brass rod, would run from the compressor cabinet, which is the blower box that I told you about earlier, to the bottom of the rotator cabinet or box. Use supplied .46 diameter brass rod for this purpose. Brass rod can be easily bent if necessary for your particular configuration. It is actually easy to bend. No fire or anything is required, so you won't burn your fingers off. And it's also really easy to cut with the proper pliers. Two examples are shown in the photos above, like I pointed out earlier. One example, the compressor cabinet is inside of the building and is not seen, and the siren is mounted on a wood utility pole. The other, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's pretty much info that you should already know. And there's, like, a little bit of instructions here. Pretty nice kit, actually. I already built one because I got two of these. I just slapped one on a building and called it a day. This is what it looks like. So this monstrosity, hold on, I need to get the camera steady. Okay, back with the monstrosity. I'm just kidding, no. This is one of the kits. I roof mounted it, and I painted it Civil Defense yellow. Because almost all Thunderbolts out there are either Civil Defense yellow, red, white, or some of them can be even gray or green. But those are very rare. I went for a rooftop mount, and the RCM cabinet, I forgot to put it here, and the paint got messed up on that, so yeah, I'll explain that later. It was a fairly decent build. I'll just say it was somewhat difficult, to be honest. Once again, this part needed the rotor tube and the support. They needed a very little bit of bending. Well, the support needed to bend upwards a little bit so the horn wouldn't be tilted like earlier variants of the Thunderbolt. Prototypes, not earlier variants. And the horn would not fit in very well until I actually forced it to, like, super glued it, and I held it, in one spot. Otherwise, it held in really good. The brass pipe, by the way, you will have a lot of disasters with that because it is very hard to bend. You can bend it by taking some pliers and holding it and then just manually bending it to whatever angle you prefer. The wooden pole, I haven't experimented with that yet because I have not made a pole mount yet, so still need to do that. Let's see. Any other complaints? No complaints really. I'm so glad that there's this kit available. It took me about like 4 or 5 hours to I just said the port ratio of a Thunderbolt. 4 to 5 hours, I'm not sure, to assemble. But for $10, it's quite a lot of bang for your buck. Let's see. Make sure your brass pipe goes to the back of the blower box or blower cabinet, whatever you guys call it, but it's properly the proper name is blower box. Make sure it goes to the back of that, so it's historically accurate. Yes, you can configure this thing to spin, but only with your hand, and you have to be very gentle with it. So it does rotate. You just don't glue it on unless you want the head to be permanently stuck in a certain position. Otherwise, it is honestly one of the best. Well, it is the only Thunderbolt kit out there. Probably one of the best, I have to say. Really like it. If you were to get it, it's definitely worth it. So yeah. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in my next video. Feel free to ask any questions. Remember, on this channel, no questions are stupid unless it is, will you shave your unibrow? You know that answer? No. So yeah. See you guys later.